All righty, my first guest on the program today calls himself an experimentalist. That means he's experimenting with having a brain. Well, we'll actually find out what that means and how it works from Charles Del Rosso himself. Charles, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Lee.
What is an experimentalist?
Well, that's a term I came up with. It's kind of a pun or a play on words. A mentalist is someone who demonstrates powers of the mind, and experiments are what they conduct. So I kind of put the two words together to try to set myself apart from most of the other people who are known for doing this kind of thing.
But you're also a singer.
I'm not a singer. I sing. I'm
Well,
actually,
there are a lot of people who are singers who sing.
That's
well, why
true.
not singers?
I'm actually a pianist. I just sing some of the things that sound good, piano and voice, together. I play.
So do you do like a whole show with some music and
actually,
some experimentalism?
I haven't gotten to the point where I'm mixing the two yet, but that's not a bad idea.
Well, which of the two are you going to do at 12 Miles West Theater?
That is the show called Out of Your Mind.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it is. It's a theatrical version of a show that I've been doing for the last 6 or 7 years for universities and corporate affairs and things. This is it's a 2-hour, one-man demonstration of the amazing powers and abilities of the human mind.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Well, we're going to try a little experiment here.
That's
okay?
an experiment.
An experimentalist,
Yes.
yes. This is an experiment that's based on a psychological principle of nonverbal communication. Okay. It's called neuro-linguistic programming. There were a couple of psychologists who actually did a study of subconscious eye movements. They actually published a book called Frogs into Princes, and it's the whole study. And we're going to try that.
Okay.
Now, an eye doctor,
I'm game.
an eye doctor would normally use a chart like this to measure your visual acuity.
Yeah.
We're going to use it to determine what takes place in your mind's eye. Okay. Now, I've also brought with me over 30 different 5-letter words. Some of these words
Let
are.
me hold some of those up and
Yeah,
tell
sure.
folks what we're talking about.
Some of
Here,
those
I'll hold
words
them up
are.
to camera one.
Yeah.
Here we go. 5-letter words.
There are over 30 of them there.
Yeah, okay.
Now let me
And
point
let
out
me show
that
the eye chart
the eye
as well.
chart. Okay, and there's two sides to that eye chart. You can.
There's side 1
Yeah.
and side 2.
Right.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going to have you do, there are 2 different kinds of words on this list. Some of them are easily visualized, like flame and
Yeah.
table, and
Peach.
others are extremely difficult to picture in your mind, like exist and lowly. What I want you to do is to mentally, I'll turn away as you do this, I want you to
Okay.
mentally select one of those words, commit it to memory, be sure of the spelling, and then turn them face down on the desk so I
Turn
can't.
both of the cards over
Yes,
after I
just
make my
once
choice?
you've gotten your word,
Oh,
yes.
okay.
Take your time.
Okay, I've got one.
You have one? All right, just turn them face down. Good. Now, what I'd like you to do is we're going to, since the mind thinks in pictures, I'm going to have you break down that word into the individual letters of that
Okay.
word. And I want you to use the eye chart as a visual aid. The first thing I'd like you to do is to find, you might have to use both sides of the chart, but find the first letter of your word.
First letter of my word.
Look at
Okay,
it,
I have
focus
found
on it. Focus on it, don't look at
I'm
me. As a
focusing
matter of
on it.
fact, I'm going to take some notes as we do this, but I want you to focus on that letter. And when I ask you to, I want you to cast your gaze up to my eyes. Okay,
Yeah.
would you do that now?
Yeah.
Look me right here between my eyes. That's good. Okay. And now would you go on to the second letter?
Okay, the second letter.
Find the second letter of your
Got
word.
the second letter.
You're focusing on that. Focus
Yes,
on
I
it.
am.
Focus on it. Okay, would you look back up at me now? Okay. All right, that's good. This is a little more difficult to do with someone who wears eyeglasses like yourself, but I want you to keep them on. Go to your third letter now.
Okay, got my third letter.
Okay. Focus on it.
Yep.
Look up. Okay. Good.
See, I would take the glasses off to make it easier
No,
for
no,
you,
no,
but then I couldn't
no.
see the letters.
Then you couldn't see the
Yeah,
letters.
yeah.
That's why some of them are big and some of them
Yeah.
are small. Leave the glasses on. Go on to your fourth letter now. Go ahead.
Okay, got my fourth letter.
Okay, you
Focusing
got
on
that.
it. Mhm.
Focusing on that. Good, good. Look up. That was a tricky one. Okay, go ahead to the last letter now. This is the last letter.
The last letter
The
is...
last letter.
Where the heck is... All right, there we are.
Got it?
Yep.
Okay. Let me make some notes here. Okay, Lee. Now I want you to visualize the entire word as a whole. All
Okay.
5 letters. You can put the chart down. All 5 letters as a whole. I want you to concentrate on that word. concentrate on the meaning of the word.
Yeah.
If it's a word that you can visualize like a noun, I want you to draw a mental picture of it if you could in your mind. Let me see, this is a little... These are experiments, I might add, and they don't always work 100%
Yeah.
of the time or with everyone. But I'm going to go out on a limb here. I've written down a word.
Okay.
And Lee, would you mind telling us for the first time? Now, I assume that you're the only person on earth who knew what word you were thinking of.
Yes,
Is that
as a
right?
matter of fact, I'm going to show it to the audience.
Okay, would you show
okay? If I can find it again. Okay, here it is, right here.
Thump.
Thump.
Very hard word to visualize. Yes.
Indeed.
Well, what word did I write down there, Lee? Thump.
Thump. Very excellent.
Very good.
Now, the only-
You are good.
No, you are.
No,
good.
no, you.
What?
You are very good.
Does now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Does the contrast between the black and the white leave a little imprint on the iris?
No, actually, what it does is it helps you visualize the individual shapes of the letters.
Yeah.
You know, and by watching you do that, and then watching you gaze up at me, there are ways that you can tell pretty much which letters that you might be forming in your mind.
Now, what I was getting at is if this was just a dark blue and a slightly lighter blue,
I don't think it would matter.
wouldn't matter?
I
You
don't think so.
Still do it, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
What gave you? Have you done this long enough? I'm being the devil's advocate
Sure.
now to know that when I look at this at the T that it's over here. If I was looking over here, it wouldn't be the T.
I was trying not to watch exactly
okay.
where you were looking. I was trying to watch more your eye movements, the patterns of your eye movements, than the actual where you were looking on the thing.
What's your percentage on that?
That's the great thing about these experiments. Even if they get close, it bridges the gap between a coincidence and an extrasensory phenomena, and that's what we do a lot in the show. It's a pretty good percentage of that. I mean, I've gotten quite good at it. Learning how to do these things, these are all based on sound psychological principles, and it's like learning to play an instrument. You learn the techniques, you practice, and eventually you can do it pretty often.
And when you do a talk show, one thing you have to learn is to say, "We'll be right back." My guest is Charles Del Rosso, an experimentalist who is doing his show called Out of Your Mind at 12 Miles West. We'll give you the date and the time and all that stuff a little bit later. And we've had a thumping good time so far.
That was terrific.
Now what are we going to... You asked us to put 20 coins in
Yeah,
a
well,
cup.
roughly 20
Yeah,
coins.
okay.
What we're going to do is, before I came here, I actually made a little bit of a
Anybody
prediction.
want to hand it? You know, I mean, as
Yeah.
long as I'm holding this out, throw
If there
something in it.
if we had an audience, would go through and collect
Yeah.
change from everybody,
Yeah,
and
okay.
then I make a couple of bucks at the end of the show.
Of course.
But because it's very hard to give them back to everybody and borrow them from. But I've made a little prediction of one coin
Yeah.
in this envelope, and I'm going
Okay.
to leave it over here for now.
All right.
What we're going to do is we're going to sift through these coins. So we're going to narrow those 20 down to maybe 10 or 12.
Okay.
But what we want to do is we want to get different dates. We don't want duplicate dates. So dump them out here, and we'll turn them all face up. And if you like, we can use a magnifying glass that I brought with us here. There's quite a few pennies here.
And some nickels and dimes.
I'll tell you
and
what
a
I'd like
couple
you
of
to
quarters.
do.
Okay.
Why don't you? I'll read the dates with you, and you mark them down. If we come across
Okay,
any
you read them,
duplicates,
I'll write them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, what do we have here? We have, let's do the bigger coins, are easier to read. We have 1982. We'll put them in the cup, the ones that we're going to
82,
use. Okay. Let's see here. We have a 2001. Here's another quarter. That's a 1979. I'll try to get a good mixture
yeah.
of coins. This is a.
That's
Oh,
a
this
new
is one
quarter,
of the,
isn't it?
yeah, this is Virginia. This is a 2000. Do we already
Okay.
have it? We
No.
don't have a 2000. We can use that.
Okay.
Let's see, what is this nickel? This is a 1989.
89 nickel.
Let's try a dime here. That's a 2000. We've already have a 2000.
We have a
We'll get rid of
2000,
that. 1973.
Okay.
1977.
Oh, it's getting a nice mixture.
Yeah. Let's see. Here's a 90. Do we have a 95?
No.
Okay, we'll use
Okay,
95.
1995.
These brighter coins are easier. That's another 95. Another 90. I think we have that already. 1990?
No, not 90.
We'll use that. Let's try for these nickels again here. A little easier to read those. 1970,
70?
78.
No, we don't have that. Okay.
1978, we'll go for this nickel 2, is a well, that's hard to read. I think it's got a mark on it. Let's try this one, is a 1982.
82 we have.
We have that, we'll get rid of that. Let's try another penny or two, that's a 2000, we had that one. This is a 67.
Ooh, that's an old one.
That one might be worth a dime.
Yeah.
That's a 2000. Boy, we have a lot of current coins here. This dime is a 1983. Do we have that?
We have, no, we don't. We don't
83?
have an 83.
We'll use an 83.
73.
How many coins do we have there so far?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
That's good.
An even
That's
dozen,
good.
right?
We'll get rid of these. An even dozen is fine. Now, here's what we're going to do.
The oldest one is 67, and the newest one is 2000.
2001. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to have you randomly, you're going to pour these down, not so they roll over, but you can shake them up a little bit,
Okay.
and then just dump them out. And what we'll do is we'll look at what's face up, heads up,
Yeah.
from tails up.
Okay.
Whatever's tails up, we will eliminate.
Whoops, there goes one rolling
Okay,
off.
we'll put it here.
Okay, so the tail's up.
Tails up,
I'm
just
gonna
put them
go
on the
away.
side,
Okay.
right? So you eliminated,
That's a tail. Well, we've got.
you eliminated
six
a little more
left.
than half of
We've
them.
got
That's
6 of them
fine.
left. Okay.
a little more than half the coins you eliminated. All right, pick those back up, throw them back in the cup here.
We're gonna do this again.
We're going to do it again until we end up with
When
about.
I roll a 7, do I get to go home? Huh?
You might be a winner
Okay.
here.
Throw away the tails again.
Move that. Yeah, throw away the tails.
Well,
Only
only
one
one
that
tail.
time.
Okay.
We'll get rid of
So
that
that goes over there.
All right, put those back in the cup.
Shake 'em up, baby.
That's good. You're doing good.
Getting my exercise here tonight.
Okay. Ooh,
Well,
there's
there's a tail. and
there's another tail. So we're down to 3
We're
now.
down to 3 coins.
Excellent. Try those 3 now.
In the fountain.
3 coins in the front. Let's see what we have here now.
Okay, we have
That's
a
a tails.
tail.
We can get rid of that. All right, I'll tell you what. Instead of going through this now, we've left everything up to chance up to this point.
Yes.
Now I'm going to give you an opportunity to use your intuitive sense. I told you there's 1 coin in this envelope,
Yeah.
and we have 2 coins here, and you can look at the dates yourself. Tell me what that one is.
Okay. That's 19. What the heck is that?
I think it's a 77. I was reading it
That is a
upside down.
77.
And what is the other
This one is a 1980,
1980,
isn't it?
82.
82.
1982. So 1977 and 1982 are 2 of those 12 coins, right?
Yeah.
One's a penny and one's a quarter.
Yeah, they're very different.
Very different. Which one would you prefer?
Does greed come into play here?
Nope.
Okay,
Simply-
I'll take Abe because he's my
You're
favorite.
going to take the Abe. We'll get rid of
Yeah.
the quarter. You chose a 1977 coin.
Yes.
Out of roughly 20 coins, we narrowed it down to 12 different dates.
Yep.
Randomly, you left 2 end up heads up,
Yeah.
and then you made the decision which one you wanted.
Right.
And as I said, in this envelope, there is 1 coin. It is a penny, which was my prediction. I'd like you to take a look at the date and see.
This is a 1977 penny. It is.
1977, 1 cent.
So what we have here at the end of all of this
Is an amazing thing.
is 2 1977 pennies.
Very good. And you are good once again. That is an amazing thing.
I'm really terrific at this.
I'll tell you, you should be in
on.
my audience every night now.
I
for the
picked
rest of
I
thank you
picked the
very
penny.
much.
And what if I picked the quarter? What would have you done?
I would have panicked. I would have gone next to, oh, well, sometimes they work and sometimes they don't. But we were lucky that time.
Now, do you get people up from the studio audience to do
Yes.
everything?
As a matter of fact,
everything that you do.
Everybody who attends the show, it's a beautiful theater. It's a 100-seat theater, very intimate. There's seating on 3 sides, tiered seating. Everyone gets involved in the show in one way or another, but we do invite some of the participants up on stage to work on the stage with me, and it's a lot of fun. Everybody has a lot of fun. It sounds like a long show, 2 hours, but one of the best compliments I was ever paid was, that show went like that.
Like
I could have sat there and watched another hour of it, so it's a lot of
Well,
fun.
folks, it's going to be March the 22nd and the 23rd at 8 o'clock at the 12 Miles West Theater. That's in Montclair. There's the phone number if you want to make reservations. And if you want to get a little more information, you can get on the net out